Hey guys, welcome to another episode of On This Day where we go over historical facts that took place in history. Today is November 9th, 2021. As always, we'll save our featured event for last. We'll start out with birthdays today. In 1934, we have Carl Sagan, who was born November 9th, 1934. In 1922, we have Dorothy Dandridge. She was an American singer and actress. In 1918, we have Spiro Agnew. He was Vice President of the United States. In 1913, Hedy Lamarr, Australian-born American actress. And then in 1877, Muhammad Iqbal. He was a poet and philosopher. And those are the birthdays that we have for today, so we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. In 2004, Swedish writer and activist Stig Larsson died from a heart attack in Stockholm a year before The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, the first installment of his internationally acclaimed Millennium series, was published. So in 2004, he passed away November 9th. In 1996, Evander Holyfield scored a technical knockout against Mike Tyson to win the heavyweight boxing championship for a third time. In 1985, Gary Kasparov, excuse me if I mispronounce any names, I'll probably say that in every video. He was 22 years old at the time, defeated Anatoly Karpov to become the youngest male world chess champion at the time. In 1984, Wes Craven, A Nightmare on Elm Street was released in American theaters, introducing moviegoers to the villain Freddy Krueger. Considered a horror classic, it did of course spin off a number of sequels. Most people know who Freddy Krueger is, comes in your dreams, kills you while you're asleep. Great classic movie. If you haven't seen it, Halloween has just passed, but I would still recommend seeing it. In 1953, Cambodia became independent from France. In 1943, the United Nations Relief and Rehabilitation Administration was created by a 44-nation agreement. In 1938, November the 9th, sometime that night, violence erupted throughout Germany and Australia, resulting in the destruction and vandalism of a synagogue and Jewish businesses and the deaths of approximately 91 Jewish people. A treacherous night. May they all rest in peace, even though it's been 81 years now. 81 years now, not 181, bad math. In 1923, the beer hall Pustach, led by Adolf Hitler, ended after 16 Nazis were killed on March. The beer hall Pustach, led by Adolf Hitler, ended after 16 Nazis was killed on a march towards the Marienplatz of the center of Munich, Germany. Also in 1923, Alice Coachman, the first African-American woman to win an Olympic gold medal, was born. In 1922, Albert Einstein was named the winner of the 1921 Nobel Prize for Physics for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. The Nobel Prize Committee had delayed awarding the 1921 Physics Prize until 1922. I think they were having some debate over who they were going to give it to, but ultimately it did end up going to Einstein. Also in 1922, American singer and film actress Dorothy Dandridge, the first black woman to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress, was born. That was one of the birthdays that we covered earlier. In 1888, Jack the Ripper's infamous killing spree in the Whitechapel district of London had come to an end. In 1877, Indian poet philosopher Sir Muhammad Iqbal, who was known for his influential efforts to direct his fellow Muslims, or Muslims, depending upon how you pronounce it, towards the establishment of a separate Muslim state, an aspiration that was eventually realized in the country of Pakistan. He was born on that day, November 9th, in 1877. In 1799, the coup of 1819 Brumaire began in Paris, marking Napoleon's rise to power and also marking the end of the French Revolution. And then, as always, we saved the best for last. Our featured event took place in 1989, not too long ago. A symbol of the Cold War, the Berlin Wall, erected in 1961 and eventually extended 28 miles or 45 kilometers for those of you guys on the metric system to divide the western and eastern sectors of Berlin, was opened by the East German government on November 9th, 1989. We thank you guys for checking out this video. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, share this video. Check us out tomorrow, November 10th, to see what happened in history. I do want to go ahead and jump back real quick to November the 8th. Yesterday, that was 1 year since America's favorite Canadian passed away, Alex Trebek. I do want to go ahead and just say that may he rest in peace just one more time. Again, he was a great guy. I followed him, watched his show for years, as I'm sure many of you guys did. And I just want to continue to pay my respects. That's the third day in a row that I've mentioned him on my show. I thank you guys for watching. And as always, again, like, comment, share. I'll try to reply to all comments. Thank you guys for checking it out, and we will see you tomorrow.